Hey everybody, Tyler here. Just up top, I got a couple of things. I want to start off by doing a quick apology. Unfortunately, there was a lot of technical issues that kind of came up throughout this interview, so you will definitely be able to hear some cutting in and out. There were several sections that a few of the mics kind of crackled out on me. I was able to kind of salvage a little bit of the audio from the one mic that didn't crackle out, and in order to do that, we kind of lost a little bit of quality there. But I really wanted to give you guys the full experience. I wanted to make sure you guys heard everything that we talked about because it was a really, really great interview. That being said, apologies to Chirp. I'm sorry that this kind of ended up happening like this, but I'm really glad I got to do this. After this sad thing, crappy thing, let's talk about what I did. I got to sit down with a really great band coming out of Ann Arbor. We got to review some pizza from JD's Pizza and Grinders. I was really pumped up to do this. I'm a big fan of Chirp ever since I heard them play with Flex Decibel over at Unruly. So it was a really big treat for me to be able to sit down with them and talk about, whatever crap we were going to talk about. And then, of course, Yardapalooza, because that's what this is, right? This is kind of the lead up to Yardapalooza. Chirp is going to be playing at Yardapalooza this year, which is June 16th. It's a Saturday. Music starts at 5. Admission is $5. Hot dogs are $1. Beers are $2, and we've got a bunch of really great vendors, some jewelry makers, a couple of artists. We've got some desserts coming in. I got a taco truck coming in. So we're doing really well. We're bringing in some really, really good stuff, and it's going to be a damn good show. I can't stress this enough. Coolest thing I've ever done, and it makes it all the more awesome when people really like it and enjoy it and they come to the thing. So please enjoy this interview. Please come to Yardapalooza. I promise you will not disappoint. No, I will not disappoint. The event will not disappoint you. You won't be disappointed coming. You're going to have a great time, and it's going to be amazing. So come out to Yardapalooza. Listen to Chirp's music. There's kind of we did take a break in between. I'm going to add a little clip of one of their music's videos. And it was great talking to these guys. They're super amazing. Thank you so much to Chirp for sitting down with me and talking about whatever dumb bull crap I have going on in my brain that I want to tell everyone about. So that being said, let's keep it going, and here we go.
Could we get one more of those doo-doo-doos? Let's just get one more take of that doo-doo-doo. We're gonna... Yeah, that one was good, but I think we can do a little better.
Shout out.
We're rolling.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Rolling.
Oh, shit.
Big Lebowski.
We rolling.
Shout out Desmond Jones.
Okay.
Shout out Flex Decibel.
Shout out Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Tony's my
Tony.
Okay, so let's begin.
Sweet.
Let's.
Hello, lovers and friends out in the world of lovers and friends and world in general. I'm sitting down here with a bunch of cool dudes. They go by the name of Chirp. Individually, they have different names, but together they're Chirp. We're going to order pizza, and we're going to talk about pizza. This is Pizza with the Locals.
So excited.
Hell yeah. So first thing we're going to do, and we're going to do this thing, and then we're going to order the pizza. So let's start with this. Starting from my left, starting with you, John, we're going to go name, specialty, favorite Foo Fighters song.
John Goreen. Drums. I don't know any Foo Fighters songs.
Don't know any Foo Fighters songs.
Oh, man.
That's a pretty tough one for me, too, actually.
Okay, all right.
I just don't know the names of them.
All right, so let's pick a different band. Shit.
Everlong?
I was trying to figure.
I was gonna say Monkey
thinking
Ranch.
like some.
Brian's got one.
What innocuous? I know we can pick one
Brian's
that
got
we
one.
all know. Let's see.
Had a guy
Jesus.
get really mad.
Jimmy Buffett. Do you guys know? No,
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy
No.
Buffett?
Come on, you know Jimmy
I know.
Buffett song.
No.
We all
We can
collectively
together
probably
name
know
4 Jimmy Buffett
yeah.
songs. I know.
Look. Cheeseburger
Okay,
in Paradise.
so hold on. No,
Margaritaville.
don't steal anyone's favorites.
no.
Pina Colada Burg.
Yeah.
All right. Name specialty favorite Jimmy Buffett song. Go, John.
John Goreen.
Your specialty is Jimmy Buffett songs.
Drums. I don't know any Jimmy.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
name a
This
song.
intro
Any
is going
song
great.
Okay,
from
I know
anyone
one.
ever.
John
I
is
just
clearly the
thought of
music
one.
historian of the band.
I just thought of one, and my favorite Jimmy Buffett song is Margaritaville.
Thank you for just not thinking of your favorite one.
There's
Thank
so
you.
many, so many.
With so many to choose from. Next, down the line.
Alrighty. Brian Long. Bass guitar. I like Cheeseburger Paradise.
Cheeseburger Paradise.
I
right.
don't really know any Jimmy Buffett.
Those are the two I know.
Those
yeah, I know.
Jeez,
Right?
okay.
I think,
All right, third band.
Change it as we go.
What do we got? All right. Let's do this. Name, specialty, and your specialty doesn't have to be the instrument you play. Whatever, it could be whatever you think your specialty is. Name, specialty, favorite song by a band that you're not in.
Nice.
That's a lot of
Easy.
bands. That's a lot of
Now
bands.
we have like the paradox of choice.
Oh,
There we go.
shit.
Let's start with John again.
Shit.
John Goreen.
Off to a good start.
My specialty is driving a manual transmission vehicle.
That's nice.
That's special.
That's very special.
Very, very special.
Now there's just so much to think about.
Yeah, there's a
that
lot
I
of songs
I just
here.
can't
Yeah.
zoom in.
A song
What's
you
the first one that
love.
pops in your brain?
Song.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
There we go.
Alright.
Got it.
There we go.
Next on the docket.
My name is Brian Long. My specialty is doing this with my head. And I've been digging, man, song-wise, dude, like Thundercat, everything right now.
Okay. All right. Next in line.
I'm Ken Ball. My specialty is probably pulling out any cable you'd ever need. For...
Oh man, I was not prepared apparently for this interview at all.
No, it's cool, man. No, it's. I guess my favorite song is Cheeseburger in Paradise. You know,
Hell yeah.
it's true inspiration.
Okay. Wow. So you did go with a Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah,
All right.
I know. Jimmy
Nice.
Buffett's the shit, dude.
He is
like,
the shit.
Yeah, I do like. I've been recently getting into Jimmy Buffett a lot, so I've been forcing
Nice.
it on everyone who
I
I
need to
talk
listen
to. I'm
more.
like, we gotta tell me more about what you think of Jimmy Buffett.
Have you been to a,
Yeah,
have
right.
you been to a Jimmy Buffett show?
I
I
haven't.
kind of want to check out the Parrot Head.
I would like. I mean, I'm like half Parrot Head. Like I'm top half Parrot Head, bottom half Business
Yeah,
Boy.
right.
Ready
I
to
got like
go.
my fancy socks on from work.
Yeah.
What about you, sir?
Jay Friedenland.
There we go.
Specialty lately has been fast food. A lot of fast food in my life. A lot of BK. They got a solid 2 for $6 deal going right now.
That's terrible.
Going for that spicy chicken Whopper and then adding on a nice 10-piece spicy chicken nugget.
Oh yeah, that's true
Going,
specialty.
getting in deep. That's definitely.
How about the 2 for $6
Yeah.
deal at Wendy's?
Not there
Is that still
anymore.
going?
Still going.
Oh,
they're,
it
they're
is?
also like certain
it
Wendy's
now?
right now are doing 50-cent small Frosties. So
I've only partaken in the Wendy's 2 for $6 once.
But wasn't
man.
a beautiful experience?
It was and we did it as a band. That's what was so special
it
about
was a
it.
special moment.
Yeah.
Me and Scotty shared. Scotty scared.
Scotty
Shiny
Shirt.
scared.
Jay and Ken, can you just like
Oh,
Turn
turn
it
it
up a
up.
little
mics
bit?
just a little bit?
I got
just
you.
a teeny
Tad.
bit
Is that
down.
good?
Yep. Cool.
Favorite-
I'll cut that part out. Whatever.
Song. I've been really digging Peg by Steely Dan lately, which
Okay.
I have for the last like 7 or 8 years, and
Hell
it's the obvious Steely Dan song to go to, but I just love that song.
Sure. I am MC Deep. My specialty this episode is forgetting most of the stuff that I need to record this episode, being saved by Ken. And my favorite, I'll go with Jimmy Buffett song because I've been digging on him. Boat Drinks. Boys in the band order boat drinks.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
I don't think I
so
know.
today I've decided because I asked them before. I was like, "You guys are going to local places you haven't had pizza from?" And they're like, "No, so just pick one." And I did, and it turns out they haven't had it.
Yeah, never heard
JD's
of
Pizza and Grinders. It's in Ipsy, in 5561 Carpenter Road. For those of you who maybe maybe their pizza sucks. I'm not telling you to go there yet. Maybe later. But they have a specific selection of specialty pizzas, which is what I look for. I like to get the specialty stuff, especially if we're gonna do if we're gonna talk about the pizza and review it. I'd like to get the specialty stuff. So let's start with. I wanna get a feel for your guys' taste. What do you guys feel about spicy stuff?
Always.
Love spicy
I love
stuff.
spicy.
I think the whole
Okay, so
band
that is where we differ. I don't like spicy, but I am gonna get a
shit.
spicy because I wanna expand my repertoire. So
Sweet.
I've got an idea for that one. All right. What do you guys think of sauceless pizzas? Do you guys ever had like sauceless pizzas?
I've
What's kind of
never-
your stance on it?
You mean cheese bread?
With toppings, I guess.
I can
Yeah, I
do
guess
it.
that's true.
I think I've only had it a couple times.
Yeah, I've never
Sausage
tried
pizza,
it.
I'm down.
Well,
Never tried
there's
it.
one of them. So one of them is called the white pizza. I think it's vegetarian, but it's no sauce. It's got tomatoes, olive oil, garlic, onions, salt, pepper, and oregano.
I'd be good except for the onion.
Oh yeah.
Personally.
Not an onion
Not
man?
an onion
Yeah,
guy.
you're gonna really.
Not an onion guy. I'll make the sacrifice. You're doing it for spicy.
Well, no, I'm gonna
You're
get
doing it for
a
spicy.
few pizzas. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get two specialties,
Why don't
and
you
then
like
I'm gonna
onions,
get.
Jay?
I don't want to get into my childhood right now, John.
Jay, this is an interview.
Why you gotta
This
ask
is
me
interrogation.
these
We're
questions?
just starting. We're gonna get. To
Let's
that
at least wait till
deeper.
we eat.
At least.
What'd you do with the onions, Jay?
Once his guard is down with pizza in his mouth.
Yeah.
Jay, what'd you beef with onions? I don't know. I don't remember. All right. Okay. So this is what I think. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we'll get their JD's best. Right. That's what it's called. It's not their best. I don't know if it may be. It's ranch dressing, steak, onions, green peppers, jalapenos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Then I want to
Yeah,
get
holy
their
shit.
Whoa.
bacon and cheeseburger pizza.
Oh yeah.
Grilled flavor of hamburger and bacon topped with mozz and cheddar.
Grill flavor.
Okay, for sure.
Anything you guys hate so far?
No.
Nope.
I mean,
All right.
I like about any kind of pizza. I'll be
Okay,
honest with
okay.
you, so.
And then I
Yeah.
think I'll get a traditional deluxe. I did this for Flex. It'll be a control group. You know, we've all had a
Oh
deluxe
yeah,
pizza.
yeah. Okay.
I feel like you can tell a lot about a place by their deluxe pizza.
Yeah.
You know, it's that you're using traditional. Are you getting good shit? Like you better be getting good shit. Okay, so we'll do deluxe pizza. One of these. We'll get a bacon and cheeseburger pizza. One of these. I am
yeah.
ordering this via Grubhub.
Oh,
Nice. Good choice.
And then JD's Best. And they didn't mention that JD's Best was spicy, but it said jalapenos on it. And it's a crapshoot, I feel like, for jalapenos. Because sometimes you get shit with jalapenos that's not spicy at all.
That's
Sometimes
true.
you get stuff with
Yeah, that's
jalapenos
true.
and
And
it's
it's on-
spicier than
yeah.
hell.
That is true.
That's very true.
I love them both.
Me too.
They got good aspects of both.
You like them pickled or fresh?
I like both.
Yeah.
I said I like both, Jay.
I think I go for pickled. Yeah, but we were talking about
No.
spice level.
Oh, dude, yes, I like pickle pretty much. I think about it, especially on nachos.
Alright. Pieces getting ordered.
What's your guys' favorite kind of hot sauce? I like Cholula right now.
Cholula's really good.
Right now? Is it change? Is it like a changing
My
thing?
taste buds change every 7
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
Every
that's-
7 years.
I'm on a tapatio right now.
Tapatio.
I like Tapatio.
Alright.
I'd have to go with you.
Pizza's ordered.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now we
There
can
it
start
is.
the interview and think about the pizza. I want you to think about what you're gonna, because
Oh, yeah.
impressions is. I've been in this game for a long time,
Sure.
mainly 1 or 2 episodes, and the state of mind you enjoy your pizza in is a real big part of it.
Sure.
But I do want to talk about band stuff because of course you guys are gigging recently. You guys been doing a lot more shows than I think you said you've been doing more shows than you have been. I got you guys billed on Yardapalooza. I'm fucking super pumped to have you guys come out there. You guys haven't even really heard of it before. It's a super dope party. It's definitely the coolest thing I've ever done. But I love a good origin story, man. I really do. So I want to hear the origin story. I got a few questions. How did you meet? How did you start? Let's start with that. Whoever wants to grab the reins on that one.
Okay. Well, how did we meet? So me and John have known each other since 6th grade.
True.
Yeah. I don't think we jammed together for the first time until probably we were out of high school.
Were you like jam enabled back in 6th grade?
I played trombone.
Jamming in 6th grade?
I was playing trombone back in the day.
Yeah. I honestly didn't pick up the guitar until I was right out of high school. I picked it up that summer, actually.
It's impressive. 'Cause I don't know how old you are, but you're pretty good.
26. Yeah. Thanks, man. And yeah, we started jamming. We had some different friends we played with, and then I started playing with you probably right around the same time when I was
me and
picked up the
Jay,
guitar.
like we're in a group like 2010, 11, maybe 11.
think so.
Called The Greatest Hits, and like it was like us and like a bunch of our high school friends and stuff, and yeah, we played for like a couple summers in that group, but it was like kind of an acoustic thing, and
Okay.
like I think we all kind of want to do something else, and
Sure.
It's sort of like unintentionally turned into a Beatles cover band.
Yeah.
Which I was down with, but
Yeah,
I think it
everybody
just got
loves
old.
that, but-
yeah.
and like yeah.
So did you guys just were you guys like in a group of dudes who were playing together and you just happened to meet like that, or?
Yeah, kind of.
Pretty much.
I had a buddy, and like he was like he like introduced me to these guys, and like that's how the group formed, kind of.
Okay, so now we got you three incorporated. How did Brian become incorporated into the power? Were you guys Chirp before Brian?
Yes. Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
different bass player.
Okay.
The first like year-ish.
Yeah,
year-and-a-half-ish.
this is what 2015. Yeah,
think late 2015.
2015.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's when Chirp formed, and then
Was it Chirp from the get? Was it like
Yeah.
Chirp
Yeah, kind
from the
of.
It was
beginning?
it was
kind of-
Chirp from the
We
get.
chose a
yeah.
name like right before our first show or something, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
Okay. all right. That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
And so like, where was your first show?
what was it? Halloween?
Yeah, it was Halloween at like a farm party.
Yeah,
we
one of
played
our
in like a
friends-
little barn house den kind of thing for 15, 20 people.
Hell yes.
But
That's cool.
it was really fun. I think
Oh,
it was a
shit,
good
yeah, dude.
good first show.
Those become the cool memories. Like I
Yeah.
remember we were playing to those whoever, and they were all making out over there.
Remember we didn't have
Definitely.
we didn't have mics or anything.
I remember. I used to. One of the guys who was part of the Yardapalooza team the past few years. He used to have me over to do these house shows, like these house party shows. I remember one time the show was so, like, I was like in the basement doing stuff, and there were people in the house, whatever. It was so sparse. There was a certain point when I was literally performing for 0 people.
Yeah.
Like I was still doing my set, and there's no one there, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep doing it, whatever. I gotta keep finishing it, but like, no, those shows, like, there's still something fun about them, I think
They're intimate.
Like, those are good.
Yeah.
You know.
Everybody's generally having a good time, It's hard to have a
Yes.
bad
So
time at
who
those.
came up with Chirp then? Who came up with like?
I
so
think,
like he came up with the
I
name.
think John's the culprit here, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
John's to blame.
Yeah.
What was the thought process? Is there or was it just
Nothing super interesting here. Just brainstorming random ideas and came up with Chirp.
Yeah.
I think we were looking for a shorter name with one or two syllables, something you could just spit out of your mouth really quick.
Yeah.
Chirp.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
you
we-
can kind of chirp it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
wow.
We were
It
going.
might have been late at night or something too, and maybe
Yeah.
there's some birds out or something.
Yeah.
And you're just like chirp, or something.
Yep.
Chirp.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But
That's a good one. And so you guys. And what year was this? How long was this?
2015.
yeah,
I think fall
late
of
summer.
2015.
Do you guys have an
early
anniversary
fall or
date
something.
for Chirp?
No.
Nope.
Is it
Ooh, we haven't
We
thought
should.
about that. Yeah.
sweet like that? We made up an arbitrary birthday for my cat, so you guys really need to get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could use Halloween.
Yeah.
Could use
Oh,
that.
yeah, if that's the first show, right?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Okay. So, how did Brian come to be part then? So, because right now this is the core Chirp boys. We know how you started. Now, how do we get to where we are?
I played with like a handful of other groups before meeting up with these cats, and I wasn't playing with anyone. And then I got a message via Facebook from Jay, and he's like, "Yo, you want to play music?" And I was like, "Well, music's pretty tight." So
Okay.
I just started jamming. I started jamming with these guys, and now I'm here sitting in a chair having an interview. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. I'm hella glad you guys are here. I've been kind of geeked on you guys ever since I caught you guys at Unruly, and I'm not here. This isn't just an ego stroking session by any means, but I really dug it, and I have trouble getting sold pretty immediately on a band when I just see them live for the first time.
Sure.
There've only been actually 2 bands I can think of that hooked me like that. I guess 3. I guess you could say 3 because I got really into Volbeat when I went and saw Metallica and Volbeat was opening for them. But there was this other local band that used to play when I was in high school called Court of Spell, and I was like, as soon as I went to their show and I was like, these guys are effing amazing. They still get together every once in a while in Muskegon and do a show. And then you guys, you guys got up on stage and I was like, okay. I mean, because it's kind of interesting. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not trying to bully, but you guys all kind of have very different aesthetics. So on stage,
So we get told.
I don't quite know. I'm like,
Yeah. I can kinda
Jay looks like a pretty traditional front man. John, you look a little bit like a bro sometimes.
Yeah.
I hope that's not offensive. Brian's got the long hair. I thought maybe he looked like a festival goer or like a metalhead. And then, Ken, he's kind of, you got the glasses, you're small, you're a little bit dorkier frame. You guys look very different. And I saw you, I was like, what's going on? And then you guys, I think you guys kicked it open with when you guys did your Nickelodeon theme song.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
Arnold's. Yeah.
Rugrats.
You guys started with the Rugrats one, and
Yeah.
then I didn't catch on that it was Rugrats until you started playing Hey Arnold, and I was like, now I remember that other one. I knew it was familiar. And I was like, these guys are sweet, and you guys jammed it out, and it was tight. It was really well timed. There was no trepidation. It was very, we're jamming, and it felt very clean. And I was like, fuck yes, these guys are good. And immediately, I think I even talked to you about it that night. I was like, man, I'd like to get you guys out to play at Yarda because I was like, fucking, these guys would kill.
Yeah.
And ever since then, you guys have been doing more shows, which is now I'm even more excited about getting you guys to Yarda because you got a bigger base. But and that was that the first time you played with Flex at Decibel as well?
Yeah. I think that was our first Muskegon show.
Yeah.
That was their EP release or something like that.
Oh yeah. That was the release. Yeah. Oh yeah. And so yeah, you guys get together. So how long have you guys been playing music in general? You said you got into guitar around high school. Were you playing anything before that? Or?
No, not really. I played flute in 5th grade
Okay.
and kind of just hacked my way through it. Never practiced. I would whistle into the flute and fake it because I was kind of more into sports and stuff as a kid. I wasn't really so much into music, and then just out of the blue kind of got really listening to him play guitar because he had picked it up I think in high school. I had always wanted to do it, so I think that was the motivating factor.
Sure.
And,
Yeah. There's always I feel like there's a part of everybody that at least at one point in their life wants to play guitar.
Yeah.
Some people do, and then some people don't, and some people do, and they get real good at it.
Yeah.
What about you, Ken? I mean, you're what? Are you? Did they say you the lead, right?
Well, I mean,
You guys label your
I'm more the
I'm the lead drummer.
yeah. I'm like the guitar section,
Sure.
But no,
I like that. I like.
no, I've been
We don't need Ken on lead guitar. No, it's Ken and Jay on guitar.
yeah. But no, I've been playing since later end of middle school, and in high school I joined the jazz band. I don't know if you know about Community High here, but they had a pretty prolific jazz band for decades, and I think if anything that's where I attribute most of my knowledge towards music. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I also went to
theory
WCC
stuff.
and took the audio engineering program, and just basically since high school, I've just been trying to eat like all the information I can.
Hell yeah.
So.
That's great. And it comes through. I mean, you can tell there's definitely a very, very technical way about the way you play. And it's really great. Brian, what about you?
I've been playing. So I started playing stand-up bass in orchestra, 5th grade. Then
fifth graders have
yeah.
that very expensive stand-up
Yeah,
bass?
dude. No, and I would bring it on the bus, and they'd be like, "No, don't do this." Like, but I play bass. And so I guess like fifth grade played stand-up bass. I really didn't care about it, and then came like 8th grade. I got a bass guitar, and then game over, man. Like, I don't know, it was just like the funnest thing ever to me. And my brother had 2 of his friends that like I really admired, and they both played bass guitar. So I was like, I can learn how to play bass guitar and be cool like those guys. So I don't know. So yeah, I just picked up bass and used YouTube to learn bass guitar. And the knowledge from playing stand-up bass in orchestra. Also, my teacher, Jed Fritzmeyer, was like second dad. Like, literally like one of the coolest, greatest people ever to exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So definitely helped me do stuff.
Get kind of into the groove, as
Yeah.
it were, because that's kind of that's a groovy instrument, you know. I tried my hand at bass when I was in high school. I just always liked the rhythm section of stuff. And I wasn't good at it, and I didn't really stick around enough to play it to get really good at it. But I've always admired bass players, and I always really dug bass. And I think probably a big part of that was Cordis Bell, because Justin Abdeck on the bass was just insane to me. It was like, oh, this is incredible. They're doing stuff with bass I don't hear in music I hear recorded. You know, it was incredible. So it was great. John.
Yeah,
You seem like you're out of you and Jay. You've been doing music for a while.
Yeah, I started a little bit before Jay. I played trombone.
He's got me beat.
Eat it, Jay.
Played trombone in middle school band, which was fun. And then when I was 13, I think like 9th grade is when I started playing guitar. My dad just left guitars like around the house. I just picked one up and started playing blues guitar, and then picked up drums when I was like 15 or 16, I think. My parents bought me a really cheap drum set, and then I made their lives hell by playing it all the time in the basement. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so we've got the origin story. That's great. I like the origin stories, you know, and I don't know. I just like origin stories. So it's always really cool to hear that story. I wanna let's interrupt this little musical kind of talk with something a little more fun. Kind of a game, I guess. I want you, starting with everyone, I want you guys to describe your band in 3 words. Without using Chirp. Don't cheat. I can see it rattling around.
First word I thought it was funk.
Okay.
Second word I thought it was fun. And the
That's 2 words, man.
I guess the third word would be goofy.
Goofy.
Okay. Okay. I can see the goof factor kind of pop into there. Brian.
Oh yeah.
3 words.
Sweaty,
All right.
cool.
Okay.
Cool
It's like a 3rd grader having describe your mom in 3
And
words. Cool,
sweaty.
fun, not sweaty.
Hopefully not sweaty.
And musical.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
Accurate.
Sweaty, fun musical.
Sweaty music.
Let's
It's
see
basically
here.
Grease.
Blooming. How about that?
Ooh.
Cute.
Blooming.
Dance. Party.
Blooming
nice.
dance party.
That's pretty
right.
solid.
That's the
I'm
name of
into
a
that.
I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
What about you, Jay?
Excited for pizza.
Okay. I started on the pizza train. The same thing happened with Flex. The only difference is I put pizza on the table because they wouldn't deliver, so I got pizza before. And so we did the interview while we were all like
Looking
smelling
at
his
it.
pizza.
That's rough.
I know it was.
Thanks for not doing that to us.
Yeah, that's torture.
There's delivery here. That's just
Yeah.
what's cool about it. Okay. All right. Cool. Describe your band in 3 words in the bag. Best show, worst show. I like this one because I think there's always really good stories about best show, worst shows. What's your best show? Why is it your best show? What's your worst show? Why was it your worst show? Don't pull any punches, man.
I don't
Trying to
know.
get deep.
Jeez. I think the best show, I'll start with that one. The show we played with the Magpies at the Blind Pig was a good show.
All right. Oh, hell yeah.
And I think our first show that we played was terrible.
We didn't have mics. You guys remember that shit?
Yeah.
We had to do everything
I
instrumental.
personally played really poorly at our first show.
Was it nerves or were you just shitty at drums back
It
then?
was definitely nerves.
Okay.
I sat down it was another person's drum set I was using, and the seat I was in was just
I don't want to
way
hit him
too
too
low.
hard. I don't want to break someone else's
Yeah, I can imagine that kid.
But I
being not very
think
good.
mostly just nerves. Just first time playing a show in a band.
Okay. And that's is that past? Is that past? Do you still get nervous, man?
Definitely still get nervous sometimes, but throughout the course of these past 2 years, it's definitely gotten a lot easier.
All right.
Sure.
Fuck yeah. I like to hear that. That's good stuff. Brian,
So
best show, worst show with Chirp. You said
With
you were with
Chirp.
other bands.
So what I'm gonna say is Delivery is my best and worst show because it was my first show with these guys.
Okay.
And it wasn't necessarily all there. I had a bunch of material. I still wasn't quite crispy on.
Okay.
But it was my favorite show because it was my first show with these guys, and I thoroughly enjoy playing with these guys. So I don't know,
Very
it's
nice.
just like a really cool moment.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's good. That's very cute. You've warmed my heart, Brian. Thank you. I didn't expect to get feels. I'm getting Ken, best show, worst show?
That's a really tough question. Plus, there's been a lot of shows, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
let's see here.
Well, you got more to pull from now.
I guess
I feel like there's got to be a clear worst show. Like I feel like best show is like because you love playing music. It's
Yeah,
easier.
that's
It's easier
true.
to pick a bunch
Or-
of. It's harder to pick favorite shows. But
Yeah.
I feel like the thing is probably just like how you define best or worst. You know what I mean?
sure. I mean, and that's subjective.
For me, I guess maybe what I would personally consider the worst show, and it might be controversial, but maybe our first Wolf Punk show. I just remember that night, like it was a great show.
So wait,
sold out.
Where was this?
This is at the Blind Pig,
Blind Pig.
hometown show.
Gotcha.
Sold out. Great bands that we love playing with, but that show was all about nerves for me. That was a lot of preparation, and you know what I mean? Like just that, like in the moment, I just felt like I wasn't doing that great. But you know what I mean? Like in a lot of ways, it was our best show. So
Yeah.
it's just like kind of interesting that like in that moment you can feel like it's the worst,
Okay.
So I guess that would be the worst show for me, but also the best as well.
All right, we got a couple double
Yeah.
dippers in this one.
I was gonna say I think Wolf Punk. I think the first Wolf Punk was personally my best show.
Yeah.
I feel like we were all a little bit disappointed in the set, but just seeing how that whole idea came together and seeing how all the bands like executed the whole concept differently, I thought was
So
it was
did you?
really,
so
really
so
fun.
like, give me some background on the show. Did you guys do something new or
So-
interesting or?
Yeah, Wolf Punk is like we've done 2 of them now. It's basically a tribute to the music of Wolfpack and Daft Punk.
Yeah.
So we've kind of done like mashups of both, and you book.
And so they brought you out.
Well, no, they didn't bring us out. It was kind of we thought of this idea for the
Yeah.
show, and
So
then
this
curated
wasn't like
it.
this wasn't.
Yeah.
So you guys.
This
did
is like
the
a
you guys
show.
did this.
theme
We did,
show for
yeah.
us.
Wow.
The first
Very
one was
cool.
Blind Pig in Ann Arbor last year, and then the second, I think they were both actually in 2017 because the one at
Yeah.
Otis Supply was like in the fall of 2017.
Yeah.
So we've done a couple of those, and the first one was just really exciting. Like pretty much as soon as we like announced it, like people started going crazy, and that was our first sold out show we've played.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, we definitely all had nerves once we realized it was sold out and we were about to go on. Like after the second band, we were definitely feeling it. But
Yeah.
it was a blast. That's probably personally my most memorable show I played. And then Worst show, there's one Club Above show, which is a venue
I was
in Ann
gonna say
Arbor
the same
that
thing.
sticks out to
Yeah.
me. It was like, I think it was on tax day or something like that, or like the day before Easter, and we were like headlining and kind of really excited to be headlining one of our first shows, and I think maybe 5 or 6 people showed up. And sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes you play a great set. It doesn't matter how many people are in the
Yeah.
room, but I remember also just playing generally
Yeah,
like
not
shit
very
and
well.
all just like feeling deflated. It was kind of just a low point.
I mean, I guess I've only seen you guys a few times, but it's really hard for me to imagine you guys playing badly. You guys are real tight. Like, I mean, I don't know. So, like, what's like? I found. I mean, this is me personally. I don't want to pigeonhole anyone. I've worked with a few different people, and there's a couple of different kind of general ways I see a lot of people work. And some people work off on like vibing and moving the vibe like that, where they're in the moment. That's what matters. And then there's people who practice like religiously and like this plan it point to point to point to point to point.
Sure.
So they're doing everything the exact same way to get as well. So where do you guys kind of fall on that? Because I could see it go either way. If you guys are super talented musicians, you guys could just be up there vibing and jamming because you guys do a lot of jam stuff.
Sure.
But I could also see you guys being hella rehearsed and like, this is how we're going to play it this time and really
Yeah.
kind of nail it like that. Well, where would you guys place yourself on that kind of
I mean,
metric?
I kind of feel like we at least try to be moderate in both sides, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think we're, overly jammy or anything necessarily, or like, going up not having stuff prepared, but like,
Okay.
we're definitely not like, okay, it's this specific beat, that's when this one note happened. It's not like, it's not super structured. I think we do a good job of like having, a form of communication where we can do kind of open things, you know what I mean? But it's like,
That's awesome. That's really great.
yeah, trying to figure out how to prepare yourselves for the looseness, kind of.
Sure, yeah, it's that's like the have you guys ever seen Blades of Glory?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like getting Chaz Michaels and geez, what the hell was John Heater's character? I can't remember, but like he's like rigorously structured and he's like, no, you gotta let loose a little bit. So kind of that mix, and I can see it because you guys are, because when I watch you guys live, you guys are tight, and it I go that's well rehearsed stuff, and you guys were jamming when I got in here, and it was fly as hell, and I don't know if that was like a practice jam, just kind of going with it or what's going on, but. Yeah, no, I can see that. I really kind of can dig that. I've always been more of a vibey guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
I as evidenced by the fact that I forgot a lot of stuff today. And like, I like the concept of being a super like driven, prepared kind of that way to be driven.
Sure.
But like, there's something about it that just it turns it to something different for me, and that's just my
Sure.
personal thing. But yeah, best show, worst show. That's good. That's good stuff. All right, let's do another one. Let's do another game. I want to play. I'm gonna pull up some would you rather questions.
Oh
Oh boy.
And I want to hear everyone's answers, and then if you've got like a good explanation behind it, like I want you to hop on. And you know what? No, I'm not gonna give it to everyone. I'm gonna point,
Okay.
and then you're gonna have to give an answer. And I want
Okay,
to
this
hear
is like hot seat.
yeah,
shit.
hot seat. And I
Okay.
want to hear every, and you got to pick one. No
Okay.
wussing out. We're
Okay.
we're going for. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're giving them
I'm
what they
gonna wuss
want.
out immediately.
This is Chirp, naked and raw. You're saying, here, world, this is me. Oh, here, hanging brain.
Oh yeah.
Hanging brain.
Or, I was thinking
Naked and raw.
Naked and raw.
Sure,
Okay.
naked and raw.
All right. Okay. Okay. Ken,
All right.
would you rather be locked in a room that is constantly dark for a week or a room that is constantly bright for a week?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I guess it kind of depends on the contents of the room, personally. But supposing it's empty, I guess I'd go with dark.
Okay. Okay. Why? Give me insight into the psyche.
I guess it would probably be weird to me to like see an empty room, you know. But if it was dark, you know, I could at
be
least
like, there's probably
accept.
something over there.
Yeah, accept that it's empty.
Wouldn't that freak you out though? Like is that something over there, dude, with a knife or something?
Yeah. I mean, but like, you know, like what's in the room? Like nothing else should be really making sound other than you, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Whenever I think of like a dark room, I think of, you guys know Mayhem, the metal band Mayhem.
Heard of them?
They're fucked up. They're fucked up as hell. But their lead singer used to sit in dark rooms for days at a time so that his skin would wash out. Yeah, he ended up killing himself. And
those metal bands are really
his
fucked up.
guitarist came and then he ate part of him.
Yeah,
somebody else came and murdered him.
He's like,
Wow. They still play. Not the original lineup though, because they're all dead.
Didn't the one guy that killed the other guy fucking go to jail?
Yep.
And then fucking he started like another group or some shit where it's like even more brutal shit where he
I
kills
have my
people.
hands full on fucked up punky metal shit.
Yeah.
Thinking about G.G. Allen. I can't put my focus on Mayhem. All right, let me pull up another one. Okay, this one's for you, John.
Okay.
Would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million inside?
You know, I'm the romantic type, but I also understand that money is very valuable. In this scenario, I think I would go with my true love.
Okay,
Really,
but I'm gonna add a little twist. Maybe this will change your answer. If you take the suitcase, you never find your true love.
Definitely, I would take my true love. Because if I took the suitcase, I think I'd get really depressed or something. You know, when someone just gets $5 million without doing anything, you're like, why do I deserve this?
It's like that curse of the lottery stuff where people who like end up like fucked up and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a few successful people, but it doesn't happen as often as they just go bad.
But like,
shit.
like I feel like you have to be like so driven prior, probably. You know what I mean? That like you already have goals for what you're gonna do with that money or something.
Some kind of plan in place.
All right, I got one for you, Brian.
Word.
Would you rather have everything you eat be way too salty, or everything that you eat not be salty enough, no matter how much salt you add to it?
That's a good one. I really like that.
That's really good.
People underestimate salt as a spice, because you add a little salt to some things, it'll bring out all the flavors.
Yeah. Dude, I think I might go too salty. You know,
Way too salty.
Oh, way too salty.
I'm talking like after movie popcorn mouth. Salty after every meal.
But no salt at all.
Yeah.
It's like either like, what, man? That's a great. That's messed
Is kill
up,
yourself
man.
an
That's-
option?
Yeah, I don't know. Is kill yourself an option?
What the fuck did people do before
I wish I
salt
got
was
that
a
one.
So
thing?
I guess I don't know, man. That is a. Ooh, man.
You gotta pick,
That's
man.
picking,
I
dude.
set up the rules from the
Dude, there's
beginning.
other spices.
I'm guessing. Yeah, that's
There's
true.
other spices.
Yeah, I'm guessing. You know, not salty enough, no matter how much salt I put on it.
Okay.
There's other spices.
Don't eat too much salt, though. I feel like if you don't taste the salt, maybe you'll ingest too much salt.
That's true.
All right, I gotta get one for
Jason over here.
Jason.
Is it is your whole name Jason?
Just Jay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Jay's on the birth certificate.
Fucking JT over here.
All right, I got this one. This one's a little deeper.
All
A little
right.
bit deeper.
Oh boy.
For the deep.
Would you rather relive the same day, Groundhog's Day style, for 2 years,
2 years.
or would you rather lose 10 years of your life?
Ooh.
Oh man. I'd probably go with relive the 2 years. That's really hard though.
What if you take the 10 years and then you die tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like, see, that's the
Yeah, that's
caveat. That's
true,
like
that's
the
true.
what the hell?
So, is the 2 years pertinent to actual time? You know, like is he gonna like relive
You're gonna.
the same
It's
year for 2
Groundhog's Day
years?
style. Groundhog's
And
Day
then
style.
like
So
as
you
soon
know.
as it's over, you're
That would be
back
As soon as you're over,
in
you're
line
dating
with
Gina
time.
Davis. You finally found your true love.
Oh.
That's such torture, though. That 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to kill himself a bunch of times in that movie.
I would probably end up there, so I think I would take the 10 years. I would use the 10 years.
Okay.
I don't know if I could take over 700 days
Yeah, that's
of the
a
same thing.
shitload.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I actually upped the ante on what is written here because it was like relive the same day for a year or lose a year, and I was like, that's easy. I'm fucking lose a year. Like fuck it, whatever. It's the same. You're losing a year. You're losing a year either way.
Either
it's the
way,
same goddamn
why
way.
would you torture yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
You can learn some dope shit though.
That's true. Yeah, and I always thought about that as well because I watched like Groundhog's Day, and Harold Ramis, who wrote it, he talks a lot about like the kind of mythos behind it that didn't like come across but apparently he'd like relive that day for like 10,000 years. Like that was the idea was, and so like by the end he mastered fucking everything
about
because
that
he had
day.
so much time on his hands. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the first time my father described what Lord of the Rings elves were to me, and he was like, I was like, why are elves metal work and all that? Why is it better? Well, if you had unlimited time, time wasn't a factor. You would just work on it forever because it wouldn't matter. There's no pressure.
Yeah.
And so like that, like having that time to learn something, that's cool too, you know? Man.
Whoa.
I think I would, I think I might relive the same day too.
That's a deep question there, man.
It is. It got a little deep.
Like the Mariana Trench.
Okay. So I do want to talk about another band thing. Back to band stuff really quick for another interlude with a game or something. You guys have a album coming up pretty soon. You guys been working on?
Yes, we do.
I want to hear about it. I want you to tell me about it. I know. I mean, maybe if you guys have anything ready, I can throw a teaser in. If you want. If you have anything. Otherwise, whatever. I'll just like have everyone imagine.
I mean,
Imagine.
yeah, imagine an album that you'll hear
Nah.
coming out very shortly.
We
So,
could just
as
play
in-
Bound and Father's Day from Willis, since both those
Oh, yeah.
songs.
So
are
those are like the live recordings.
Yeah.
both those are on the album. So
So how
sound
long have you guys
different,
been
yeah.
at it with this particular project?
That's the question I didn't want to hear. It's been what, like, I mean, are we counting all the stuff we did after
You guys
this
formed in
house?
2015. Working on an album for like 3 years isn't that weird? Like I haven't put out an album
Yeah,
in
I
2
guess.
years. Like it's not that big of a deal, man. It just means you're working hard on it. It means you want it to sound good.
we've
Yeah,
had some trials and tribulations in the process. Like I think we didn't quite have the gear in place when we first started recording, and we were recording at the house they were living in last year, which was kind of just a shabbier situation. We couldn't really
Yeah.
spread out as much, and we were kind of doing everything
my
in his
room.
bedroom, and now at least we
Yeah.
have a house. But I think, like pretty much doing the whole recording process ourselves, on top of shows, has just been,
Sure, yeah.
it's a lot, and maybe we could have slowed down the shows more at points, but I think we all just like playing so much that it's hard to kind of do that,
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, a good reason why. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't record the album because we're out playing all the songs for
Yeah.
people. Like
Yeah.
that's a good excuse,
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's just like one of those things that you kind of hope is done in like at least a year or some shit. It's probably been what, like 2-ish years.
2 years, year and a half, 2 years. I feel
So you guys have everything written out for what you want for the project? Like,
Yeah.
is it like you're like, oh, I want to. Do you guys know exactly how it's going to be put together? It's just kind of a recording thing.
There's still some elements of uncertainty, I guess, because
Yeah.
we're still kind of talking about different guest musicians we're gonna bring
Oh shit.
in for different songs, and we kind of gotta like, just write more stuff out for those people to come in and be able to like nail it right away, or kind of like understand what's going on.
Just kind of hearing maybe different production elements too over
Yeah.
top, because like we were talking about maybe putting in like samples or like
Yeah.
this or that, kind of like
Cool idea,
not
yeah.
necessarily.
On that same note of writing, how would you guys say the writing process goes for you as a band? Do you guys sit and kind of compose, or do you guys jam it out, record it, and then kind of figure out like, oh, that this what sounds good, and then kind of put it back together? Or do you guys kind of write parts and they're like, oh, this would be good for you, or how is the process? I don't how is the process for writing a Chirp song?
I think we've done all of those things that you just said. When we first started, the majority of our originals were, I think, composed by Jay.
I mean, like
Yeah.
most originals, I feel
And
like.
yeah, and
still
still
composed by Jay here.
Yeah. Pretty much
some parts are kind of worked on.
like together, like
Together.
flushed out. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of it is like initially Jay's idea, and I think just the ideas are pretty well flushed out already. So like
Okay.
once we come to play
Yeah,
it comes
somewhat.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of songwriters even write in more detail or with more like I like to just like give freedom to
Yeah.
Yeah.
the people around me. I feel like I don't like to like formulate like a bass part specifically. Like I'll have like an idea, but like I mean it's Brian on the bass, so I know I can bring an idea and he's gonna hear
Sure.
what it is and crush it. You know,
And that's what's really
like,
great about like working on a collaborative project, like
Yeah.
whether it be in a band in
Yeah.
total or working with another artist. Like if it's just you writing parts for other people, like that can be good. There's no that can be good, but there's something that's really kind of magical about having one artist come at another artist with something and then them turning that into a different thing together. Like
Yeah.
it's just kind of really it's like the cool parts of like art that kind of make
Yeah.
it interesting
Yeah.
and neat, you know?
Or like
Symbiotic.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really great word for it. And I just that's really cool to hear. That's good to hear.
Or like I guess for me it's like all the songs are kind of alive, you know what I mean? We're always gonna kinda like do what we can to like maybe change them up or something,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Sure.
like it's just like how they come out, it's like based on that collaboration.
So on that
You know
note,
what I mean?
do you guys? I mean, we talked a little bit about it, but so do you guys do any sort of improvisation while you guys are doing your performances? Do you guys get into a jam sort of mindset? Brian,
I
you
did it.
son of a
I
bitch.
did it. Almost. So like, there's a handful of times when like like we'll just say like let's just go into like a jam in this key like from this like we'll be playing a song
Sure.
and then like from like we're like all right we'll hit this part so many times and then from there we'll hit something in G and from there on I mean it's literally. We just jam. I mean, there's parts
like
where we do jam it out, but
you know what I
we'll
mean?
communicate it out,
And like
but that in that moment, like we all don't know what's about to happen, which is
And
so
that,
cool.
dude, it was like it's a thing that's been true for me, but like I kind of realized it like when I looked back after I was like, man, I really like Chirp, and then I was like, I'm into jam bands. Like I never put it together, but I really am. Like I loved like when I went and saw Counting Crows, I was really into that. They did a lot of jam stuff. I loved
Nice.
Cordis Bell did a lot of jam stuff. You guys do some jam stuff. And like even the band I play with, the Delta Decalactones, they're a exclusively jam band.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
like it's just such a neat thing, and I've always liked the idea of being able to improvise music.
Absolutely.
Especially because it doesn't always happen with like you'll meet there are people who I've tried to do kind of some sort of music with that just doesn't
Sure.
click like that. But to find a
Sure.
group of guys who can, or anyone, find a group of people that can throw together something. and then
Yeah.
they'll all be able to read what your move is and what you're gonna do here. It's like
Yeah.
super impressive. Especially, I mean, it's got to be impressive for you too. Like I drums are tough, John. Drums are a tough thing, and like it to kind of improv jam on a drum like that's impressive, man. How do you feel about it? Are you proud of yourself, John? Is what I'm trying to say.
I'm really not. No, I don't really ever think I'm that good. Like I always feel like I could be better, even though I think over the past 2 years I've gotten better at drums. I think the improvement comes over time, and I'm never at a certain point where I feel like I am as good as I want to be.
There is
Yeah.
always that. That's not always a bad thing. Like one of my favorite lines from Kabuto the Python is he goes, "Hate everything you do, you will learn more faster." So I mean, like like, be proud of yourself, sure, but like there's a truth to that. If you think that there's a level that you haven't attained, then if you're like, oh, I'm as good as I'll ever be, then you're never gonna get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, you know how I know you're a good drummer, John?
How?
And this is a thing I've noticed about all drummers, and I've told people I know. I don't think I've revealed it on this podcast or radio show, whatever it was, when it was. But You can tell a drummer's good if they make weird faces when they drum. Like you super can. Like it's like you can. Like I remember when I used to watch Evan Fulmar drum for Cordis Bell, Steve Harris drum for Cordis Bell, Mike Schurtenlieb, he drums for Flex. You drum. Like every time, and it's unique. It's not always the same. Everyone's got their own unique face. Some people, I've seen people who look worried. Some people who do a weird, creepy smile.
Yeah.
Some people who just like look manic. But if you're making a weird face when you're drumming, man, like I'm like every time I see that, it never fails that is a better drummer than like I see some straight faced drummers when they drum. You know.
Yeah, I want to know the science behind it. I want to know why.
It's the stank
Why?
face, man. You smell.
You guys have noticed it too, then. Fuck yes. All right.
You smell that groove.
I'm not crazy. Take that, Emily. I'm not a crazy person. That's my girlfriend.
You just smell that groove, dude. Like, you know, like that's where that face comes from, man.
But no, that's good. That's great. All right. Let's do a game. Let's do an interlude game.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game. I need to know your favorite joke. I want to know your favorite joke.
Oh shit.
You want a joke? All right, I went to the zoo the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I had a dog. It was a Shih Tzu. That's good. That's my favorite joke.
No, it's a good one. It's a good one. Quick sidebar. I'm getting a little ADD on it. Is someone drinking that coffee creamer that is sitting in the middle of the table?
This is great right here.
That's Ken's secret juice.
Oh shit! I remember because you had.
He's got it everywhere he goes.
The last time I saw it, there wasn't a cover on it.
I love it.
It's a different one.
Kroger French vanilla, naturally and artificially flavored coffee creamer.
You're joking, but that's like basically vanilla milk. It's
delicious.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not. I mean, it's terrible for you.
If there's something you want to drink before you play a show, it's this. Yeah. Because when you sing. Just all that creamer it's really good.
Ken's trying to get sponsored by Kroger out here.
Kroger, please. I drink your.
My girlfriend maintains they have the best.
Half a gallon of French vanilla creamer before every show.
Every show, whole half.
This is a half gallon.
Are you even a half gallon in size?
I don't know, but it comes out. That's for sure.
Get wrecked.
That's good. Okay, yeah. So, anyone else? Anyone favorite joke? Pop it in.
I've got a joke.
Okay.
What is the difference between a poorly dressed man on a bicycle and a well-dressed man on a tricycle?
What is it, John?
A tire.
Yeah, that's good.
That's very good. That's not one of those like. That's a fucking good joke. That is a damn good. Like it works on a couple levels. It's one of those thinky jokes.
Yeah.
You're like,
but like you say it and like it comes to you and like That's
good. That's a good one.
I like short jokes.
I like short jokes too.
Me too, because the only people who tell long jokes anymore are my grandfather. And they last really because the whole thing is there's nothing funny until the end, and it's like by the end I'm like, okay, that was good, I guess, but this is a little offensive, Gramps. Usually offensive.
Are children going to be listening to this podcast? Can we tell like a pretty?
I hope so.
Messed up.
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know. Kids
I got a messed up one I heard
sad,
the
so
other day.
no one follows me.
Should I tell that one or no?
I don't know.
Is it your favorite?
It's my favorite lately.
Is it offensive?
I don't know.
Like badly offensive?
No, it's not offensive to
Tell
like.
the joke because I want to hear it. But
Okay.
if you regret it later, I'll cut it out.
Okay, cool. Why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle?
Why?
Because his wife died.
That one's not that. That's a good joke. That's not that bad though.
It's not that bad. I just want to make sure.
It's not offensive
to
I was thinking
anybody.
Like, is it gonna be sexist?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a little racist?
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's
Dave,
not
offensive to a group of people.
You changed my perception of you. I'm
Dr. Pepper
quitting.
drinkers, they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'm not drinking cum because they're dumb. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm pigeonholing Dr. Pepper drinkers, but I love Dr. Pepper.
I love Dr. Pepper too.
Ken, what do you got for me, man?
I'm
Make
not,
me chuckle.
I'm not much of a jokester. I'm more of a.
Oh, Ken's not funny at all.
I'm more of a situational.
Roasted.
I'm more about the situational comedy. Like.
Let's give
things
Ken a situation.
happen.
Well, then tell me your favorite Seinfeld joke then.
Oh, Seinfeld. I love the part where Kramer, busts through the door. That's great.
In that situation, it'd be really good.
I love it. No,
No, tell me something. You got something. You got
One
something
in
in the
there.
pipeline.
Let's see here. God damn, I can't remember even the last joke I told. Like I feel like
About
the
like
last.
a knock from childhood. You gotta have one.
I seriously can't think of one. Honestly,
Can you think of a Yo Mama joke? Your mama's so fat.
Or was it like?
All right, I've got one.
Yeah,
Here,
I don't know.
I'll
I'm
think
super
of one
bad,
while I
dude.
tell one. This is one that I've written myself.
Okay.
It's not great. What did the lawyer say when he was asked about the giant-eared elephant that had nothing to do with the trial? That's irrelevant.
I like it.
It's
Irrelevant.
the setup's a little bit long. It's got
It's-
like there's
yeah,
there's a lot of
I mean,
caveats to the situation
At
to
least
make it be irrelevant.
it
to be a good
exists as a
punchline.
joke. I'm really blanking here, you guys. Like,
I have another one that's kind of similar to that one.
Hey, go whisper it to Ken.
Okay. Here, I'll deliver your joke here. This will be the situational comedy here.
All right, now while these guys are gone somewhere else, let's talk shit on them. Huh? He's got it. He's liking it. He's into it.
Okay.
So everyone, this is Ken's favorite joke that he thought of himself.
Look. I heard this joke when I was a child, and it's very close to me. Okay. What's the difference between an elephant and a rhino?
What is it, Ken?
Elephino.
I think it's supposed to be what do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino.
Yeah, but I think I heard it as a child like that, and that's how I remember it. That's how I remembered it as a child. So.
Okay, good. I got some other notes. Let's see.
Nice.
Ken, you're funnier than you give yourself credit for.
But not in like a joking way, or
That's
like
true. To be fair, most of the people that I find funny and like enjoyable to hang out with aren't people who come in like,
Yeah.
hey guys,
Yeah.
what did the bing with
Like
the
that's the
bang?
thing. That's the
What
thing.
do I do?
Like you're kind of like judging somebody based
Those
on
are
like
my
this
favorite type of
hypothetical
people.
situation.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
Like
love those people.
I like the jokes where someone says something
Yeah.
and then someone goes, "What are you, character from show?" That's what I like. Because
Yeah, right.
I watch a lot of TV. I have a vast array of pop culture knowledge. Let's see what I got. Okay, right here. Okay, so you guys call yourselves like if you guys were to define where you're from, like where Chirp is, are you guys an Ipsy band or an Ann Arbor band? Not that it really matters, but it does matter for the context of the question.
yeah. Okay.
We typically say Ann Arbor.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Ann Arbor. You were too?
I was
He's
too.
pointing at John.
Yeah.
John was too. I moved here to Ann Arbor when I was in middle school. So.
Well,
Yeah.
You've
Long enough.
always been to Michigan though, or?
No, I moved from Illinois when I was in like elementary school. And
But your family's from Michigan, right?
well, my mom's from Japan, and my dad, he was all over the place, kind of.
Well, I'm asking because isn't there an interesting tidbit about your family lineage that ties into?
Okay, yeah, okay. I see
Ties
what you're
into West
saying here.
Michigan?
Well, yeah. So I guess my family, the Ball family. Okay, so apparently the family name is John Ball. Okay, I'll start
Gotcha.
with that. Every generation.
Somebody
there's a-
might be putting this together now.
yeah, right. Look for the clues, okay? Read between the lines. No, every generation there's a John Ball in our family, right? So, and this dates all the way back to the original John Ball, who apparently started a zoo in Kalamazoo, or I'm sorry, Grand Rapids.
Close.
I always do that shit, but no. Kalamazoo.
Is it because of
Anyway,
the zoo?
yeah, I know, right? But
He started a
no,
Kalamazoo.
there's a statue of my great, maybe another great in there, grandfather.
That's a lot of great.
With my great
Pretty great.
Really great.
grandfather and like his siblings, like on his knee. So
Okay. All right. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Sorry. So you guys call yourselves Ann Arbor band. I just wanted to.
It's cool, man.
I got off on track because I was trying to find a way to bring that in.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I didn't want to just
cool,
be
man.
like.
He's pretty humble about it. He doesn't want to go out there bragging.
He doesn't want to go out there waving his John Ball.
Yeah, my great grandfather is some pretty big shit. Like I think if you were on his bad side, you'd know. But
and then you do the finger across the neck.
But.
Okay, so my question is, you guys are out in Ann Arbor. I'm not super familiar with the scene. I'm like relatively new into this area. What's the scene like? I mean, like I want to hear a little bit about what the scene's like. What's kind of predominant here? Because I know Muskegon changes a lot. We got a lot of really good bands, but I don't know much about it out here. You guys would be a better sounding board off that. I want to hear about it from you guys.
I think Ann Arbor's music scene in general. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I think it's kind of on its way back right now. I think there were like a few years in there where people really weren't going out to shows, like venues were shutting down left and right. And because of that, just not as many artists, not as many bands were popping up.
Which is really interesting because it's a college town. So
it's a college town.
Your expectation would be like, young creatives, right?
Yeah.
Should just be full of people wanting to do music.
The other college towns we've been to have been that way.
Yeah.
But Ann Arbor just doesn't follow suit, and I think a lot of it's like how the culture at U of M has changed a little bit. Like, I don't know if it's my perception. I went to U of M, yeah. But I think it's more just geared toward electronic music in terms of the music scene now. Because people go to frats and sororities and they want to dance to a DJ, and they're maybe not as supportive. There's still some co-ops and stuff that host bands. Like, the music scene is still alive in terms of U of M, but I think as the culture at U of M has changed and is less supportive of what's already in Ann Arbor and the local arts, local businesses, what have you, the music scene kind of fell to the wayside with that. But I do think it's on its way back now.
Sure.
I can't really point to a reason
Spearheading the
why.
movement is Chirp.
Hopefully.
Yeah. There's a lot of good bands around here.
One thing
I
kind of notice about Ann Arbor, which is kind of interesting, is there's a high saturation of recording studios.
Yeah.
And so I think there's like a lot of recording artists around here, or like just like in general, really great musicians. A lot of people that went to the school I went to, great musicians, and I think the main thing is like probably just the live scene is a little less booming right now.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and that's like a little like I always dream of like a really great live scene just because there's something really cool about live music, and I'm not saying anything fresh or new by saying that, but just live music is just super great. So like to see a scene kind of move away from that is a little bit sad. But I mean, like I said, I wasn't around for it, so. But you said it's on its way back, and I personally, for me, live music scene is still really good because I see and watch a lot of really great bands a lot of times.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What do you guys think of what's going on? You guys got anything to add to the kind of storm?
I mean, I don't know. Jay's good with words, man.
Jay's good talk boy.
He does
Stop
good talk,
saying shit good.
I like it. Yeah, no, I mean,
What about me, Brian?
but no, Ken got good talk too. But no, I mean,
Fucking lying.
it is pretty cool to see like just like like a community starting to build, actually supporting all these live groups
Sure.
and it's cool.
So then,
Sorry.
oh no, keep going.
I'm just saying, it's just like just like a big giant friend group that just ever expanding.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
really nice to see.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I felt that when I like started doing Yarda because it put me in contact with a lot of really cool musicians, and by cool I mean not like just great because a lot of them are great, but like a lot of really cool people that like you just and that's what's really cool is if you're good and you're cool, they'll be like, hey man, we should get this band out to come play the show with us because they were great, and venues it kind of initially like feed that meetup, but it's later when you guys start thinking of each other, and I think what's really cool is if when you meet the cool people and there's that connection, you kind of have each other's back a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
I every time I bring up you guys to any of the Flex guys who they're like, oh yeah, Chirp is great, Chirp is amazing, or and you guys, every time I bring Flex to you guys, Flex is great. Like so, it's that level of support. I think is really what's cool with the type of what you guys do, because I mean, I do hip hop stuff, and man, that scene is very, very different. It's all cutting, like, and that's why I think I don't love that scene as much, and that's why it's always been like a little bit tougher for me to book some rap acts when I do Yardapalooza. I love hip hop, I really do, but sometimes there's this weird bravado that comes with it, and then that forces an odd tension between them. Between artists who work together, and they become a little bit divish. Doing hip hop on a stage in a live setting is much simpler to set up than it would be to set up like a whole band. A lot of the time, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of complicated stuff too sometimes, but setting that up is a lot easier in general, and they're some of the hardest people to work with.
Yeah, it's crazy how it works that way.
Yeah, right.
It is. I think there's something there, because I feel like. I don't want to stereotype like different kinds of musicians, but like it's kind of a common one that like the lead singer is like the diva. And if there's a lead singer who like doesn't play an instrument or doesn't have whatever going on besides singing, I feel like that's often the case. They're the most kind of spoiled and diva-ish. So
especially
there's no one. And it's like, why is that when someone like has the least to prepare, kind of the least to worry about, exterior to like what they're doing? Why are they the most diva-ish? But there's something there,
Yeah, no, I think that comes with like the fame sort of aspect of being a band and being in music, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I want to, because some people do it because they like to be out in front and they want to be famous, and I'm not disparaging that in any capacity, because I've always said the biggest reason why I continue to perform is because it controls my insane narcissism. Because I'm narcissistic, but I get to do it in front of people, and I get to be the center of attention. But I'm also making them feel good. Like I'm not being a dick about it, but I get to make it about me. So there's that part of it, and that's why it's really cool, because with a lot of the bands that the people who I've formed lasting connections with are all really cool, all easy to work with. Sure, they have requests and stuff, and I'm happy to oblige, but it's really important to me, because when I set out to start booking bands for Yarda, and I still want to do more shows than that. I came from having done several shows with shitty promoters who they're like, come in, and then I come in, they don't give me any information about what I'm going on. The sets run late, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they don't have any information for me. They don't have good stage management. There's no communication with the artist, and they'll sit at the door and collect all the money at the end of the night, and I leave with nothing in my pocket. And like, I'm fine. Yeah. Like I don't mind playing a show for free, because I'm not gonna draw. But if you're gonna bring me out, like, show me respect. Like, please show me respect, because if I wasn't here, you wouldn't have anything. Like, maybe if not me, just me, but if people like me, I don't know. Sorry, that's a bit of a tangent. But if you've ever listened to the song, well, it's like a kind of a spoken word thing by Immortal Technique called "The Message and the Money." He talks a lot about that, and I take that to heart every time.
No, I feel you, man.
Sorry, I
see a lot of that too out of promoters, and like it's kind of interesting to me, because like I feel like Jay and I have dealt with like a good deal of them, a good number of them, because just like a lot of the places we worked with, they come in and out, and it's just it's an interesting thing. Yeah, there's like kind of a weird ego thing about it, I think.
Yeah, and I appreciate the idea of being able to get people who don't get shows in front of people, but don't take advantage of them.
Yeah, and like you're not up there, people aren't recognizing you, so maybe I can understand some of that ego stuff, but it's like people aren't at the show for you. You know what I mean? As the promoter.
Yeah, sure. Maybe they're at the show like partly because you decided to do a show, but man, you're nothing but a good idea without people like you guys.
And it's really about being able to work with people and artists.
Right.
So.
And I think in terms of like that scene, I think you guys have really hit the nail on the head when you said you're forming connections with really great bands and cool people, and everyone's got each other's back. I really dig that. we can move on now into a less dour
Sure.
subject.
So we're talking about the music scenes. I was like, in my opinion.
yeah, because it's tough. Pizza should be here soon, so let's do a game.
Sure.
I thought of this at work today.
Uh-oh.
So it'll be like word association. But I'm gonna say a word, and I want you guys to tell me the artist or band that first pops into your head.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Cool?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Jay. Gentleman.
MacPods.
I'm sorry?
The MacPods.
They're a local group.
Local
From
group.
around
Very
here.
popular around here.
Yeah.
Detroit, Ann Arbor
I'll
area.
probably get to know them.
Yeah, you'd like them.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's some gentlemen.
Mad
They're gentlemen.
Pats?
MacPods.
Yeah.
Mac Pods.
It's
Mac
like
Pods.
if you mix two popular Apple products together.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then put a Z
Okay.
at the end.
Mac
Yeah.
Pods. Oh, with a Z?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'm already into
So
it.
you can tell they're gentlemen.
Yeah, you
That
tell the
Z.
gentleman.
Yeah. Gotta earn that Z.
All right. Ken.
Okay.
Tiger.
Tiger. Ooh. Thundercat.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
good.
All right. No,
Nice.
nice. Brian.
Yeah.
Paradise.
Ooh. Guns is Roses. Yeah, dude.
Oh, I was gonna go with Jimmy Buffett, dude.
Jimmy Buffett would be good too.
Those are very different bands. They both got tagged under Paradise. John.
Yes.
Horny.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Madonna or some
Sure.
shit.
All right. Stone. Anyone?
Anyone? Stone.
Rolling Stones.
Okay. Okay. All right. Children.
Michael Jackson.
What about Raffy, dude?
Well, maybe it's because like Jackson 5.
Hey,
You know? He
you
was
should-
in
that's
his
the whole
kids.
point.
Yeah, he's
to a
innocent.
nice place. Let's take it to a nice
Yeah.
place.
I got your bag. Creep.
Story. Story.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a good storyteller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. I'm not super familiar with Bob Dylan's work, but I have been watching a lot of Parenthood, and he did the theme song for the first 3 seasons.
Dude, that's a heart-feeling show.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Me and my girlfriend have been watching it. We've dubbed it. We've named it "White People Cry"
Oh,
because
dude.
that's what the whole show is. It's every episode, and every time
Sure.
someone cries, I'm like, "White people cry." Every just whisper over them because it is. But it's a good show. It's a damn good show.
I haven't
I'm
watched
not
it
disparaging
forever.
it, but I like Dak Shepard too. He's in that. Okay. Corduroy.
Grateful Dead.
Nice.
I don't know why.
Did it feel?
I see
Yeah,
it.
I was thinking like
see
the
it.
Turtles or some shit.
It made me think of the bear.
Yeah.
The corduroy bear.
Like someone having a stitched bear patch on their
Oh,
corduroy.
okay, I see what you're saying.
All right, all right.
I don't know.
There is also a book called The Corduroy Bear too. That could have been a little
Yeah.
association.
I didn't know that.
I had that as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beard.
ZZ Top. Yeah.
I knew
That's a go-to, man.
Quiet.
Guitar.
How about Zeppelin or
Yes.
Hendrix or
Yeah.
there's a lot there.
Jonas Brothers.
John Mayer.
Lil
Nice.
Wayne. I'd like to nominate Lil Wayne.
He
Lil
did a
Wayne.
guitar thing once.
Yeah.
He did.
Skrillex.
Oh,
Don't forget
Skrillex.
Skrillex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely
He played
singing.
guitar.
Tyler, the
Played
creator,
on
learned
some
guitar.
Doors song. Did he?
He did. Okay, so then, so I've gotten a feel for where your guys' kind of canon is for music.
Yeah.
Would you guys consider these kind of like some of your influences? What would you say is like what got you really interested in playing the way you guys play and how you continue to play?
Madonna has been one of my biggest influences.
Especially on
She
the
was known for
drums.
her drum work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
And that was just pounding.
Love them bongos.
I would definitely say that was a pretty good representation of our influences.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I guess there's really not much else to say, right? Is that a grumbling a car?
Check it out.
Hold on. It might be pizza because I'm starting to feel. I'm feeling a
seriously.
trifle peckish. I was told it did say 8:45 was one part of the.
See it.
Nothing.
8:45.
Oh, he's Gucci. Well, they're not late.
Do you see it out there, Jeff?
No. John, keep looking, dude. They might be here soon.
Maybe here. All right. All right. So let's actually take a break until pizza gets here.
Okay.
We've been kind of at it. I have a few other questions I want to do after pizza, but
Sure.
let's take a quick cyber.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'll join you.
We'll be back for more Chirp in the Fresh Zone. Woo! All right, we're back in it. We're back in it. Not with Jay yet. Okay, so like no sooner than we cut it off did the pizza arrive. But we're back. We're back now with the infamous Chirp. At this point, infamous. You guys are the biggest band in all of history. And we got JD's Pizza and Grinders. And let's open these guys up and let's do a first impressions take. Let's figure out which one is which. All right, that's gonna be JD's best.
JD's best.
Can we open that last one?
Yeah, I got you.
Ooh, traditional deluxe.
Traditional.
And then hopefully this doesn't knock into Jay's mic here. I'll try.
It is a cheeseburger.
There's a cheeseburger.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That
okay.
looks great.
Bacon cheeseburger.
We can figure out a way to turn that right so it can stay open. You don't have to hold it the whole time, Ken.
Should we
There
pass
we go.
a slice of each?
Well, before we do that,
All right.
first impressions. Go around the table. John, Brian, Ken, Jay. First impressions, left to right.
To me, the JD's pizza looks the best right now. There's a good light layer of cheese on top of the toppings that makes it look really appealing to me.
What about the deluxe? How does that look?
I love deluxe pizzas in general. I'm just not the biggest fan of mushrooms, so that's why it would probably rank second right now out of the three. Then the bacon cheeseburger comes last.
In first impressions, sure.
Yeah. No, I haven't tasted any of them yet, just to make that clear.
and what the last one too?
The bacon cheeseburger looks really good. I'm just not the biggest fan of like pizza with a lot of meat on them. I like to have a good variety of vegetables and meat ratio. So to me, in my first impression ranking,
that seems why you would like deluxe pizzas. That's
yeah.
Good. No, I'm on it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Brian.
All right, when I take a look-see at this cheeseburger pizza here, I see all sorts of good times about to happen. We're looking at a piece of pizza with tomato sauce, cheese, bacon, ground hamburger.
Let's back up just a bit. No, yeah, because you were talking in the mic. Sorry.
We got this Supreme in the middle. Classic Supreme. Boy, is she pretty. And mushrooms. We got mushrooms. We got green peppers. We got ham, pepperoni. Nice layer of cheese and sauce. Go to the far right, and this is the one I'm just can't stop looking at. This is JD's what? JD's best.
JD's best is what they
JD's
call
best.
it.
And May I haven't tried this pizza yet, but let me tell you, this looks like a moment. This looks like something that is gonna maybe inspire me with new ideas, creativity. I don't know, but this is a pizza with steak, jalapenos, cheese. What else is on there? Bacon, and it's got a white sauce or no sauce.
There's ranch.
Ranch.
Oh, ranch.
This
There's
ranch on
They're
Oh my
naughty,
God.
naughty boys.
Oh my God.
So far.
I need to hurry up these first impressions.
I was like
Yeah,
trying to figure
Brian,
out
you're
if my
taking
grandma
too
had
long
ranch
here.
here.
I think Brian's done.
I like what I see.
Brian is horny for this pizza. Okay.
I'll keep it short. This cheeseburger pizza looks like all the meat is very, very well done. So I expect a nice little crunch out of that bacon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this will have a really nice
That's
texture.
the best part about like lots of bacon
Yeah.
on a pizza is that.
Yeah, right.
crispy crunch.
You get that like little thing in your tooth. Yeah, I love it. So I think it'll have a good texture. This
that little thing in your tooth, man.
yeah, it goes like you get that like little crunch, and it's like
I'm
in
with
between your
you.
teeth, and
I
you
got
kind of gotta pick it out. I love that shit. This deluxe pizza here looks like it'll have a nice like fresh like tomatoey and mushroomy like. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I kind of like that kind of like.
I like mushrooms.
Yeah, like just very vegetably kind of
Good
meatiness to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one for sure. And the steak jalapeno, was it JD's best?
JD's best.
That looks like it'll be a treat. Like I like steak on pizza.
Jay.
So
They're all extremely
yeah.
visually appealing, I think, right now. They're all eye-catching pizzas. I think I'm probably most excited with Brian on the JD's best. That one's. I was just looking if my grandma had ranch in the fridge, and she does not. And then you told us this has ranch, so
It's already
we're all
built
set.
right in.
We're all
Yeah.
set. Yeah, hopefully we get some things in
Fuck
our
yeah.
teeth.
I think I want to get some things in my teeth. Cheeseburger pizza. It looks like a cheeseburger. I think that's really impressive that they were able to emulate that look.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. I've had really good cheeseburger pizzas in my life. I don't think any will top what I had at the Red Tomato one time, where they used like mustard as a sauce. It was phenomenal. It was
Oh
phenomenal.
my goodness.
I've never seen anyone do that
That's
ever
crazy.
since.
That sounds amazing.
Deluxe pizza. I love deluxe pizzas. I got it for a control group thing. It looks pretty good. It's actually pretty goddamn loaded.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff. Not too heavy on the meat. I like it. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be tasty. JD's Best looks like it is a monster delicious time. I don't even like jalapenos, and that looks fucking amazing to me. And now that I'm done talking, let's get some goddamn pizza. Please.
Let's do it.
Grab a plate and just
You
do
know,
whatever.
I'm not,
Just
I'm
start.
not very hungry.
We're gonna eat it all and then talk about it. So, but like you can talk while
Should we
you're
all start
eating
at
it
the same
too.
piece?
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just I just wanna
need
hear
a
you guys enjoy it as we go.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Pizza guy.
I can. You want me to pass you a JD's?
Yeah, I'll take one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Help you out.
I don't know what this sounds like in the mics. Just like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. Ken, just take this.
Thanks, bud.
Gotcha. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna. Just make sure you get a. I want to hear a little bit of sloshing. I want to hear a little bit of sloshing in the
wanna
Should I,
pick
should I
that
get
up?
right up on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just I want to hear everyone.
Mmm.
I want to hear
Feel
the
better.
reaction. Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. Oh yeah. This I'm drooling.
It reminds me of Marco's Pizza.
Yeah. Same.
You know they're owned by Family Video.
I did not know that.
Marco's
Told me that last time I
Pizza?
saw you.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I only have one or two facts, I guess. Damn, that's pretty good. Is there a napkin situation?
There should be a bunch of napkins in here.
Punch right in here.
Thanks, Cam. I just don't want to get
Bunch.
stuff on your nice things.
I'm liking the jalapenos on here. Those are on the hotter side.
Is it?
Oh yeah, spicier.
Yeah, they're not like ass kicking, but they're really good.
Well, you can really taste the cheddar on the cheeseburger.
Yeah, on the
For sure.
Yeah.
It reminds me, it's as weird as it sounds, it reminds me of when I was like younger, and I would want to add extra cheese to like the pizzas, like the take and bake pizzas, but all I would have was like a cheddar at the house. So I just throw the cheddar on there and say like, fuck, I don't want extra cheese. How's the during experience? Are you guys feeling it? Feeling JD's?
Yeah, dude.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'd do it again.
This is a solid pizza, man. For
Yeah.
sure.
Ooh, that is a bit spicy.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh, that's nice.
And it's probably because they put a lot of jalapenos on
Yeah.
It's pretty loaded.
It is pretty loaded. But
Man, I feel like I always feel unqualified to talk about what I like and dislike about food when I because I don't like spicy food. I feel like if you look at all the famous people with famously good palates, they all like spicy shit. And I always feel like, man, am I a failure? Am I not good at reviewing food because I don't like spicy? I'll tell you what though, I'm still gonna eat the rest of this piece even though it's a little spicy for me though. That's how good it is.
I mean, there's enough ranch on there, in my opinion, that like
I could have used more ranch. Personally.
Same here.
Yeah.
So I had the same thought.
Yep.
I feel like ranch is a very strong flavor. You know what I mean?
That's true,
I would
it
be
is.
I would be worried to put too much ranch on a piece of
My
lettuce.
thought process is I want the physical effects of the ranch, like
Yeah.
when you dip your buffalo wings in
Yeah.
ranch, because it's not always about the taste of the ranch as much as it's about helping you be able to eat
Yeah,
that
eat it
buffalo
all.
wing without
Yeah.
hurting your face.
That's true.
But I mean, it's a damn good pizza, that's for sure. The steak on it's cooked really well.
Yeah, I really like the steak and like the onions and the jalapeno mixed together. Like I like that texture.
Yeah, like crunch.
Yeah.
Like a kind of like veggie crunch as opposed to like something in your teeth crunch.
Yeah.
I like the mushrooms on this guy.
On
They're
the
kinda,
supreme.
yeah. They're sort of. They look like they'd be like super dry and like crunchy, crispy, but they're actually like they slide right down your gullet. It's pretty good, like a good mushroom should.
How have you eaten any of the mushroom yet, John?
No.
Mr. Aversion to mushroom? Maybe these will be the mushrooms that change you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I had some mushrooms recently. I'm actually. I really like the
Ask me some
cheeseburger
of the
pizza.
Supreme.
That's the next part of this. I'm actually staging an intervention. You guys just did too much drugs. Too many mushrooms.
Yeah, right.
Kidding.
Not again.
Not again.
You putting mushrooms on our pizza, dude?
Help yourself, guys. Please polish all this off.
Dude. Will do.
Yeah, right.
Oh. I'm very full. I'm not gonna eat anymore. I'm gonna go. I know it's lame. Big reason why I lost all the weight was I had a bariatric surgery, so it's tough for me to eat a lot of food.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you're good, man.
I can't eat the crust. Don't judge me.
No, man.
Is that trash over there?
Trash right beneath the sink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Who feels ready? Who's ready to do some reviewing?
Dude, I'm reviewing.
Okay, so here's how this goes. We've historically come up with like a metric, like a word, like we usually do. 0 out of 10 scores, pretty standard. Then we like give a unit to it. I'm thinking let's do something bird related, or like tweets, chirps. Like that's too easy. That's the band
What
name.
about eggs?
Eggs.
Eggs?
Right, fuck yeah, eggs. I'm going with
I
eggs.
like that.
Whoever wants to start, go. Go ahead. I want you to tell me about each pie individually out of 10, and then I want you to tell me JD's pizza out of 10 for you. Whoever wants to hop in.
All right.
Whoever's feeling ready.
So, I'll give JD's best, that pizza right there, an 8.5 eggs.
8.5 eggs.
Out of 10 eggs. Good. That's my favorite one so far. I would say cheeseburger is second with 7.75 eggs.
Dude, 7 3/4 eggs.
That's a close second.
That's exactly what Carp did the flex. I was like, here's an out of 10 metric. He's like, no, I'm going to turn it out of 100. He's like, it's just 7.75? All right.
And that. Not the Supreme. I do like the Supreme pizza, but, you know, I think I've had better Supreme pizza.
I can agree. I can definitely agree with you.
Yeah, so I'm going to give that a good solid 6 out of 10 eggs there.
Oh yeah. Who feel? Oh, JD's as a whole. What's
JD's
that?
as a whole, JD's, you know, pizza wise, they get a solid 7.25. I would say pizza wise out of 10 eggs. But I would like to try the ribs nachos and this other food called catering. I've never eaten catering.
What does it say? Oh,
No, I'm not
catering.
messing with you.
I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said actual food. I meant the whoosh right over. That's good.
But it's great food.
It does. Wait, did it say it twice or did it say great food, great price?
Great food.
Great
It
food,
says great food, great price.
Oh, great food, great price. Oops.
Great food, great food.
Great food.
I will say
Thanks,
overall,
Tony.
it's relatively well priced. Good pizza. All right, whoever feels ready. Who's ever next?
I will say, I think my favorite was also JD's best. I think I'm with Brian on the order. In terms of his favorites, I would go, this was my top, this was second, this was third.
That was
I think, it was JD's best, the cheeseburger second, and the Supreme coming in third. I would give JD's best probably an 8. I think it could have been pretty damn close to 10 if there was more ranch or more sauce in general.
I
probably
kind of agree.
would've- Yeah.
I kind of agree. It was a bit dry, but like
Yeah.
that could have been a phenomenal
With these
pizza.
toppings, yeah, absolutely. It's just a good combination. Cheeseburger, I really liked. I wasn't a big fan of the ground meat on there. It was a solid pizza though. I'd probably give that 7 eggs out of 10. And then the saving grace on this one was probably the mushrooms, but I wasn't a big fan of it all around. Maybe I'll probably give that 5 eggs out of 10.
So far, it's looking like this is good pizza, but it looked better.
It looked.
I was like expecting like this to be a mouth treat. And it was good. It was damn good. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't. I mean, like not to like throw shade, but it wasn't like Rebel Pies, man. We did Rebel Pies last time, and dude, goddamn, that pizza's very good.
Rebel Pies is awesome.
All right, who else feels up to it? John, Ken, what do you got?
I guess John's grabbing a slice, so I'll go.
Okay, well, you are currently chewing.
Yeah,
now,
I
so-
know.
I appreciate the courtesy.
John looks like he's about to have another one of those JD's best, which I'd have to say is also the best. I'd probably give it a good 9 eggs.
9 eggs.
9 eggs.
Nice.
Wow.
I like that.
There was that you did controversially think that there was enough ranch. Like you were like super
No,
happy with the
I
amount
like
of
the
ranch
amount
on
of
it.
ranch personally. So the way I see it is like in pizza form, it's a mix between like a Philly cheesesteak sub, and jalapeno poppers, which is genius.
Yeah.
It's a genius combination. It's really smart.
That's a very astute observation.
You know what I mean? It's like you're getting both appetizers and like a meal in like one form. You know what I
What if they
mean?
did like a cream cheese instead of ranch?
See,
on that?
yeah,
That
like
would make it more
that would-
poppery. I don't know if I would.
I'm such a fan of
But
cream
yeah,
cheese.
I could see
I mean,
that
I also
being
love
pretty
cream
good.
cheese. I would try it. Don't get me wrong. I
But
would try it for sure.
That's a fantastic pizza in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Supreme here, is it Supreme or what is it? Deluxe,
Deluxe,
or
Supreme,
whatever.
they're really the same.
Same deal. I personally like it. It's a pretty good Supreme pizza in my opinion. What I don't like about some Supremes is they overcook it and like there's like so much cheese sometimes that it's like very like it's kind of just like a pepperoni pizza or something with like extra like vegetables. I like that they went with the heavy vegetables and because of that like the ham and the pepperoni is still very like malleable and it's like I don't know, it's kind of got like this nice texture in my opinion. I'd give that like a 7.
Okay.
And I like the cheeseburger pizza, man. Like, it's like to me that's a weird pizza. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, it's just
I
kind
mean,
of
it was a lot of meat. It was a lot of
it's just meat,
beef and pork, which
cheese,
is
and bacon. But it's like it's like if you like that sort of pizza, I personally do. I think that's you can't go wrong with that
Put that one
combination.
away first.
Yeah, it's fucking gone.
yeah, it was the first one to go.
Like in my opinion, that's a solid 7.5 at least.
All right.
So-
JD's as a whole. I don't think you gave JD's as a whole one.
6.8 eggs.
6.8 eggs.
Ken?
I guess I'm a little more generous. I'd give it an 8 eggs.
8 eggs.
Give it
Okay.
8 eggs.
I just a
I want
little
to see
more
the other
generous.
stuff.
Are you ready, John, or would you like me to go, and then we can finish it up with you?
That
I
pizza's
can
gone.
go real quick, yeah.
Yeah, he ate that pizza he was grabbing when I started. So
Yeah. I ate that pizza in a minute and
Yeah.
20 seconds
that was very quick.
because I liked it.
That
was JD's best.
JD's fucking
That was
best.
JD's best.
JD's
and,
fucking best over here.
and it turned out that it really was the best.
Accurate.
JD
Was-
did it
Was
right.
my description as you were eating it like spurring on like?
It was spot on. I was kind of with the guys about the ranch. It was a little dry. I think it could have used a little bit more ranch, but I just like the spiciness of it. And the steak was good. The crust was good. It was cooked. It was cooked to a nice crisp, but not too much.
Yeah, it had a really good like crispy crust. Like it was, but not like.
Yeah.
If that makes a lot of sense. Just an onomatopoeia.
Yeah. I'm gonna give JD's best an 8 out of 10 eggs. Moving forward, the bacon cheeseburger pizza was good. I think it was the hottest of the 3, which might have been why we ate it so fast. I felt like temperature-wise, it like kept its temperature while it was on the table. But yeah, it was pretty tasty. Typically, I'm not into the like gimmicky pizzas, like the bacon cheeseburger pizzas or the non-traditional, but. No, yeah. Today I was surprised. I thought I was gonna like it the least, but I liked it the second least.
Oh, so that all that leaves is the deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me your feelings on this bad boy.
I like the deluxe. I think it didn't keep its temperature. That was part of the problem when I ate it. Is that it was
a little bit colder than the rest of the pizza.
and that
You're noticing things that I noticed, but I didn't like mentally put that connection. Yeah, it's definitely temperature was a factor.
and it makes sense because it has the most vegetables on it. So I'm sure there's all the water inside of the vegetables. That's the thing about deluxe pizzas. I like to get them more well done because when all the water comes out of the vegetables, it can make it kind of soggy.
Sure. Yeah.
And I kind of got that with the deluxe pizza. It's a little bit soggy on top, and I kind of wanted to. I like my pizza crispy. So.
Are you a thin crust guy then?
Yeah, I like thin crust. I like it all. I just don't like it when it's underdone.
Okay. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I agree with that. I agree with that a lot.
But yeah, I'd give the bacon cheeseburger a 7 and the deluxe a 6.5. And overall, I think JD's Pizza deserves 8 out of 10 eggs.
Wow. Okay. Ooh. I'll go. Okay. JD's Best, from the beginning of your guys' reviews to the end of it, has changed a little bit for me because it's got a pretty hefty upfront spice, but it fades quick, and that's something I can appreciate about a spice. Being a person who's not a big fan of spice, but it's got good enough flavor that I dug it. JD's Best, 8 out of 10 eggs. Deluxe. Honestly, lackluster as hell for a deluxe. I think the best part was the mushrooms. I agree with Jay on that. But overall, man, it reminded me of a Domino's pizza. And and I don't know, thanks. Domino's is good. I'll eat Domino's. Give me Domino's. I'll smash the hell out of Domino's, but come on, man, you're a local joint, man. You're supposed to be the jam.
I don't know. Domino's doesn't load it up like that.
I guess that's fair. Maybe I'm being a little unfair. Maybe
No, I'm with you.
I think it was middle of the road. I'm going for a 5 on that one. A 5 is a good pizza. Don't get me wrong. 5 is a good pizza, but it's. I don't. If I went there and I didn't need a control group, deluxe is not going to be the first on my mind. And I love deluxe pizzas. Cheeseburger pizza was great. I thought it was super, super good. I think one thing about it, and that kind of permeated the entirety of the pizza chain here, is I think in general there could have been more sauce on probably every pie.
Yeah.
I think the cheeseburger though was really good for like a meaty treat. It's a little greasy, but that's kind of the point, right? It's a cheddar cheese. It's a cheddar cheese with bacon and tons of beef. It's gonna be a greasy pizza. I'll get that one a 7 out of 10 eggs, and I'll say JD's overall. I liked the delivery. I'm a little concerned. I don't know how long we were actually outside for. I mean, this might be me being wrong. I feel like the pizza should have been warmer, but it could have also been partly because we did spend a little time outside.
Our fault.
It could have been our fault. But overall, JD's Pizza, I'm going to give you a 6, which is a good score. It's not a great score, but it's a good score. Yeah. All right, that's right. Off the top, can you guys name another pizza place that's around here that you would recommend to someone? I mean, besides JD's, don't get me wrong, I recommend it. I get if you want to get pizza, get JD's Pizza, but there's other options too.
El Club in Detroit, the music venue. Great pizza, great brick oven pizza. You never expect it when you walk in and see it sitting there at the bar, but I'm telling you, get yourself a slice. You're not gonna be disappointed.
That's coming from the pizza guy.
Yeah.
All right.
You liked it so much you bought a hoodie from there.
Yeah.
Just from the pizza made you buy the hoodie. Fuck yeah. Okay. All right. 2 other things I got on my list of cool things to talk about. So, I wrote down goals, dreams. All right. I wanna kind of tear it down into 3 categories. Right. What are the goals and kind of dreams of Chirp? And how you feel about that? What's your goal and dream of life, a realistic? And then what's your wildest dream? So whoever wants to hop in, I'm not gonna do a point and kind of thing. Let's just open this forum here, man. How do you feel? And don't worry about sounding like you're being a little up your own ass about it. Tell me what you want from it. Tell me how you feel about that. Go for it. Anyone, hop in.
My wildest dream right now is I want to move to Colorado. I was there recently and just really liked it, and I could see myself living there, and I wouldn't mind relocating there. And my dream for Chirp would be to play at a major music festival,
Right.
or some place like the Arc, or some like well-established venue.
Like the Masonic Temple.
Yes.
That's a good venue.
Yeah.
It's a nice little place.
And then what was the last one?
I love life dreams. What do you? Is it the true love thing again?
Yes. Yes, my life dream is to find true love.
Ladies.
No, I think for me a life goal would be to be like independent of a job and just be able to rely on music and forms of either teaching or playing enough gigs to support myself, or something along those lines, something where I can make it work. So yeah.
I dig it. I hear it. Anyone else got something they want to add? Wildest dreams, life dreams, Chirp dreams, pipe dreams? Fuck it, I don't care. Tell me
Pipe
about your dreams.
Dreams, man. I don't know.
You gonna go?
I don't even know. We might get some stuff here.
Whoa.
Whoa. I don't know, like, yeah, like, I'm with John. I want to play like a good sized festival. I want to play something that's like,
Just like, literally just a nonstop juggling of, not trying to sound like a freaking hippie here, but like a nonstop juggling of just freaking energy back and forth between.
Yeah, dude.
Like
fuck
between,
yeah.
Between like.
Don't worry about sounding like a hippie, dude.
Yeah,
No, that's
I know,
fucking
but-
dope.
But I just want to be like literally juggling that energy back and forth with a massive crowd. I mean, like the feeling you get,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
like
Yeah.
just playing some of these shows that we've played with, some of these crowds. It's like like it doesn't take a lot of people to even just get that
That back and forth.
that back
like,
and forth,
yeah.
and that like so I just couldn't even imagine something of large scale or something like that, and like I don't even know. I mean, that would be cool for sure. I
Sure.
think. And then like life dreams, man. Like I don't know. I just want to somehow just somehow play. Like I'm just kind of doing it in a way.
Do
Like,
music
just
for
just do music,
life.
but
Fuck yeah.
like I just want to be able to use it as like a way to travel. Like
Yeah.
use these skills, which like or whatever that I'm trying to like figure out and do like to like let me see shit, see the world, like go
Hell
around
yeah.
and like.
And then share energy with all those people.
Yeah, and exactly, and just like it's a beautiful thing. Like I mean, music's like the only like form of expression in which it's like yourself. Like
Hell yeah.
us as people, we're just sponges, literally
Yeah.
taking in everything. You're just a product of your environment. There's very few things that are actually yourself. Like very few things that aren't like like that are you. Music, I feel like, is one of the few forms of expression that like helps you, like get that out.
It like projects, like
Project it.
yourself entirely.
You're explaining these things you can't explain, which is amazing.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of people need that.
In ways
Yeah.
that you can't vocalize, like in
Yeah.
ways you can't like just eloquate, like
Yeah.
some like it's. I always use this as an example. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hunks and His Punks. It's like a punk band, but he did this song called "Blow Me Away," and he's a real silly kind of guy. But like, there's this incredible solo in it because it's a song about his father's suicide, and there's this solo that just like it just tears you to shreds. Like and it's like there's no words, you just
Yeah.
feel it. You can
Yeah.
just feel it in
Yeah.
this solo.
Yeah,
and,
man.
and like you said, man, playing music is a way to do that. Even if you can't say it, like it's
Yeah.
just a way
Yeah.
to express through something,
It's
Yeah.
hard a lot of times to get whatever you're trying to say out.
Yeah.
That's like that's like my end goal. It's just like my craziest, most wild dream ever, and to tie back into this is just like knowing how to like just I don't even know, like figure out other ways to express that.
Yeah, or
Fuck
bring
yeah.
that out. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you
Yeah.
100%. That's wonderful.
So yeah.
Hell yeah, Brian. Fuck yeah. That's good shit. That's Emmy juice right there. Or potty juice? I don't know. Not potty juice. Not potty juice. But yeah. What do you guys
yeah.
got? What do you guys got? How do you feel?
I think at least a short-term life and music goal for me is just, I think it'd be really fun to do some like actual touring. That's something I'm really excited for, and I think, a lot of bands talk about how grueling and tough the road is, but that's like almost like a challenge like I really look forward to. And like Brian brought up with like traveling and getting to see things, like even if we're just going to like buttfuck nowhere towns, like somewhere in, I don't know, Indiana, Iowa, something like that. I'm excited to like see that part of the country,
right?
And just be doing that on a night-to-night basis and grinding it out on the road. Because I mean, we've played out quite a bit, but it's usually we're going out for the weekend and maybe we crash at a friend's house one night, but we come back. But we haven't done like even a week-long tour or anything yet.
Yeah, it's just
so
that being able to kind of be out there, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like that's what your time is. Like now. When you're here, your time is split between you doing your music and you're doing your job or you're doing your social. Like when you go out there, like what matters is you're there. You're music guy. This is what you're doing now, and it's like at least for that portion, like it's beautiful. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
Yeah, and then further down the road, kind of just being able to make some sort of living, even if it's like a meek living off of original music completely, is like a huge goal of mine, and something I feel like I could feel really proud of if we could do that as a group, if I could do that myself, because right now I'm kind of like, I do like solo gigs is kind of my other main form of income, a lot of like private events, weddings and stuff like that, but a lot of that ends up feeling more like work because it's more covers and things along those lines, or honoring people's requests, which is at the end of the day it's still a great time because I'm playing music. But to go out there and put our stuff in front of the world and
to
be able to survive off of it and be received positively for it and like genuinely listened to would just be the best feeling in the world, I don't need to play to massive crowds, but if we're playing like 300, 400 person venues and enough people are showing up to get us wherever next, that would be it. Like I'd be thrilled to have that. So
not to bite off Guitar Center, but their motto, we only sell the greatest feeling on earth,
Yeah.
I never noticed that's their
Yeah, they put that as Ken, you're the last one. What do you got for me, man?
I guess mine are
building up, man.
Like mine are kind of like way more fantastical than y'all's are, I guess. Or I'm just thinking of it like more of a hypothetical, I guess.
Fuck your wildest dreams. Tell me everything. Tell me
I guess like for Chirp, like everybody wants to travel for sure. So it's like I want to take that shit like all over the world. I want to take that shit to other countries. Like I want to go to Japan. That's been like a huge thing for me. It's like I want to definitely play in like Japan or like Costa Rica or just like some crazy place that loves music and would appreciate it. You know what I mean? I guess like a life dream would be like like I definitely want to make music like a job or whatever. Sure. But for me I think the main thing is like like I just want to do something that's actually going to change people's lives. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say, like, music has, like, the greatest effect over the world or this or that, but it's, like...
It's pretty damn
music,
universal,
yeah. Like, people have their intimate things with music, and they change because of that. And, like, like, reaching that through an art form is, like, beautiful. You know? So it's, like, I just want to be able to contribute to that.
Oh, yeah.
Contribute
awesome. To like the betterment or even just something that's
and like give
wonderful.
people to just like really have to connect with. And I guess my wildest dream is I want to play music in like space or like underwater.
Fuck yes.
Or like fucking like in a fucking crazy cave or some shit, and
just somewhere no one's fucking played a big ass rock show.
I want to be able to like bring people there, and like make that the experience, like the fact that like music is like this new thing and this new medium, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
recorded music in terms of all of humanity is still super new.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot left to do, man.
Yeah. So like and
that's a weird thought too, man. Have you ever thought about the concept of like something that you like wrote that's like original?
Yeah.
Like that. What if that was like played before in a time that you couldn't record it?
Like,
what if you're just kind of like doing something that somebody else has done, but like you would never know, and like it's kind of history repeating itself.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, fuck yeah. I was gonna get into some more I had like a whole section where we would talk about nerdy geeky shit, but man, I I think that's a really goddamn good way to end it. Talking about wildest dreams and where you guys are going and how you guys feel about that shit. So, fuck yeah, let's end it. JD's Pizza, you're good.
I like it.
Ken loves you.
some eights.
Ken advocates. Go to JD's Pizza. It's good shit. Thank you, Chirp. You guys are fucking great. This was super dope. I'm glad we were able to work through all my technical difficulties in the beginning to get something good. The last thing, just sign off. Just give me a sign off. Sign off. Each of you, give me a sign off.
Well, we got a show coming up at no.
Yeah, fucking plug your shit, dude. I don't
Get
care.
the plugs in.
I mean, I don't know. It'll be. This will probably go out in, like next week or probably one of these days. I mean,
Yardapalooza is the 16th, right?
Yardapalooza is the 16th. I'm probably gonna
Few
pop.
weeks.
I'm probably gonna pop this up, probably the 4th.
The 4th
4th of July or June.
of June. Okay.
Yeah. the week
Where are you
before.
posting it, by the way?
I put it on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, I might like
Sure,
I might
sure,
put it on
sure.
like a SoundCloud or something to host
Okay.
it.
Sure.
If it can, if I get it, if I'm like, man, I should really start doing the show, I'll probably like host it and get it on iTunes or whatever. But for now, it's just YouTube. But anyway, sorry, I'm probably gonna cut all that out. Go ahead, sign off.
Keep it funky, y'all.
All right.
I don't know. I'm fucking bad at shit like this.
That's a good sign off. Brian.
Where are my shoes? No,
No, you got it. That's it. That's you. John, sign off.
Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Yes, thank you. Thanks to Chirp. Thanks to everyone. Keep it crispy. Stay fresh. Thanks to those guys again for sitting down with me, talking to me. Last reminder, come out to Yardapalooza, June 16th, $5 admission. Music starts at 5. $2 beers, $1 hot dogs, great vendors, great music, great atmosphere. It's the damn coolest thing I've ever done and the damn funnest party of the entire summer. So please be there, June 16th. Check us out. I don't really have anything else for you, so thanks for listening, guys. Enjoy your pizza with your family and friends and your friends and your family. Oh, man, I want to come up with like a cool, like an outro, like a sign off line. It's not going to be that song, I promise. I'm trailing off. Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys. I'm all over the place. Thank you. Goodbye.